Okay, I'm now going to tell you how you can set up the energy saving setting. This isn't the runtime settings, they're different. That's just 2 times when you want it on or off. What this is allowing you to do is take the 24-hour clock and pick 3 different time periods when you can have different temperature settings. So first of all, what you need to do is pick 3 times of the day. So as default, it's set up at 0800 is time number 1, which is programmed on L11. So time number 1 is 0800, which is 8 o'clock. Time point number 2 is 1800, which is obviously 6 o'clock in the evening. And then time number 3 is 2300 hours, which is 11 o'clock at night. So then what we're doing is creating 3 different periods. The first runtime period is going to go from your time number 1 to your time number 2. So that's going to be 8 till 1800 hours, and that's got a certain temperature setting and so on to move around. So basically just get a pen or copy this diagram, and if you want to adjust these, you adjust them. But that's basically how you set it up. You're just setting up 3 different times and 3 different run settings. So I'll show you how to do that. Basically we need to press and hold and take the lock off. So we're going to set the 3 times. They're actually already set by default when you switch it on, but I'll go in and show you how you find them and adjust them. So L11 is our first time, which is 8 o'clock, 0800. So we'll press this here to get onto the L settings, and then we'll go to L11, which is set at 8 o'clock. So if you wanted to change that, you could change up or back down, and there we go. So that's L8. If you want to move down now to the next one, which is L12, that's set at 1800. We may want to adjust that, so we just press so it flashes, move that up to 19, so it's 7 o'clock instead of 6 o'clock. I'll just put it back to the default and press to enter whatever you want. And obviously same again with L13. And then you've got your run periods, okay? So if you want to set those, what we're now going to set is the target temperature for the run period. So the first run period, which goes from 8 till 1800, which is what you've set from up here, we're going to set at a target temperature of 55 degrees. So all we do is we go down to L14, which shows what it is, and it's set to L55. Same thing, if you ever want to change it, you just press that button there. Whatever the unit is will flash. You move it up or you move it down and press that button. And when it's solid, you're ready to move on to the next one. So you can change all of these. Basically, if you have a look, that'll suddenly make a lot of sense, and it's very simple. Okay, and when you finish changing all of those, if you leave it, it'll go back anyway, or if you just press that button, it'll come back to the home page. So how do you actually turn this on or off? Very, very simple. What we're going to see is a little arrow on the top when you've activated these time settings. So now what you're doing, you're not saying I want 55 degrees all the time. You're saying I want you to run according to these temperatures that I've set. And you can always come back and change them. So you want to turn it on, you'll see a triangle appear there. Very simple, you're going to press these 2 buttons at the same time. Look, press both of them together and it pops up. All that means is that now, between these time zones, the target temperature has changed. So it's coming to what you need. You don't need it boiling hot through the night. You're quite happy having it a bit cooler. There you go, you've set it. And if any time you want to take it off and just put it back onto full auto, which goes back to your default setting, which is L3, you just press those 2 again and that symbol will disappear. Gone. So it's very easy how you can set the energy saving. So using the energy saving, you get 3 different time settings for 3 different target temperatures. If you don't have it on, it will always just run off the one target temperature, which is set by L3, which is your 55 degrees. You can adjust that as I've shown you, but that's it. Very simple, that's energy saving. And you can, if you want to overlay that also with your on and off functions, you can have both of them at the same time. So very flexible, easy to use.